Step one in this whole blacksmith operation we're about to go underway on is cut some lumber. Me and old Gordy boy from the other side of the island here, we're gonna go out and cut some logs in his boat. And he's got a real sweet ass proper mill back in Rushoon. We're gonna haul him back to Rashune in the boat, mill them all up, and hopefully be back here sometime tonight to yeah, shut her down and go to sleep. But it's gonna be a long day. Full load, Gord. Ooh, look at his saw selection. It's nice. We're looking to cherry pick a few decent sized logs. We want some big logs because we're going to bring these back and put them in the mill. And we're looking for like what, 6-inch boards usually mill, right?
Well,
if you can get it.
Anything under that, like 2x4, 2x6, right? So, see that one there?
Yeah, and the slant?
There.
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to get up there, Matt?
I mean, she's going to be a scurry, but I think so. Oh my God, watch out for these rocks, my son.
There's any way up there. Whoa.
You getting up there?
Huh?
I can go up there if you want, my son, save you the trip. I'm coming up too anyway.
Need to
Yeah, you gotta watch these old baymen, but I tell you, they still think they're 16, every one of them. Look at them go, look. It's a pretty big tree, Gord. I'm coming up there.
Yeah, we just got to get over there and try to sign off.
Yeah, that's gonna be the job. Look at the log.
Well, you want them 8 feet?
That should be a 6x8 shed. See, 8 feet makes sense, right?
Okay. There's 6. That's there, around 8 there.
Oh yeah, my type of measuring, Gord.
Get my butt. See, can I get him out over the bank now without going wetting?
Yes.
Ooh. Shit.
I shall go.
Watch out, that old stick is rotting there, buddy. Be careful, for fuck's sake. I don't want you going over that bank. There you go. Right to the beach.
Right to the beach.
Fuck.
And this is your two options. You either tramp through the woods like this looking for logs, or you go to Home Depot and you can buy some plywood for all kinds of big money.
Leave it up to me. I always pick the hardest place.
Oh yeah.
Another couple of good board junks over there, huh? Getting it. So I'm going to try to get him to fall right between them two birds.
Ooh, that's a nice log, Gord. Four decent logs, get it started. We're looking for a couple more and go back to Rashune and see Gord's mill set up. Yeah, it's a few nice looking ones there, Gord. Big girls.
Yeah, a couple of real big ones now, Matt. Bind them all.
That'll be enough. Getting up there's always the hardest part.
I sure they could come back on you. Oh yeah. It don't matter about a little bit of wing on them, do it?
Oh, Jesus.
Now, me buddy. There she is, boy, Rashune.
So I guess you could say we're in the city here now. This is the nearest thing to it. This is Rushoon, Gord's hometown. This is, I don't know, half-hour boat ride from St. Joseph's, mainland. And this is Gord's mill setup, which is, I mean, this is the mill that all of us fellas dream of having someday. This puts my little chainsaw mill to shame. Now all we gotta do is get this lumber back to St. Joseph's. About a half-hour boat ride to the exact opposite of what we just did. Unload it to another wharf, put it back on the bike, bring it back to the house, and then we can start the blacksmith forge. God, my lips are cold. It's really after cooling off out here. site by Paradise City, aka St. Joseph's. We're back. Load of lumber. All right, we're good then.
It's too big when I got the header off.
Oh my goodness. It is such a beautiful spring day here today. The sun is shining, bright blue skies, the birds are out, the goats are happy, and they all have their names. That's right. We heard all your votes for the names, and goodness gracious, you guys had some awesome suggestions. Oh, here they are. Hello, girls. Oh, yep. They know they've got treats coming. Of course, everybody knows Bobby Sue. Bobby Sue is this little white one right here. And I would love to introduce Bucky. This one's for all you Texans out there. And Maddie sure loves his Buckies. Oh! All right, y'all, I'd love to introduce to you Joe Louie. And alongside Joe Louie here, we've got Miss Maple, the sweet darling. Thank you all so much for sending such funny and quirky names. We loved going over all of them and seeing which ones we felt would fit the goats. Well, the goats have been fed and there's no shortage of chores around here, so it's on to doing some laundry and making the bed. Yep, I suppose he's not wrong. Matt always says I steal all the covers at night. That is my side of the bed, so... what can I say? This quilt is so special to us. This was handmade by our friend Marion out in Rushoon, and we couldn't be more appreciative of it. I've never had my own homemade quilt before, and I was over the moon when she gifted this to us. It really makes the bedroom look so cozy, like a cozy little cottage.
What I could have done to make this easier, I could have had a fire here. Burn all the shrub off. It'd be a lot easier than digging, but I didn't do that, so let's see what happens with the pick and shovel. Jeez Louise. Yeah, it's a big rock. Yes. Yes. Holy smokes. Whoa, yeah. That's it. That's all we need. Really simple. I'm thinking like just 4 upright beams, a couple toppers, and board over a roof. Over time, mill enough boards to do the walls in rough, and just a gravel floor. Next step now is to go get the buggy and the trike and start hauling some gravel from the beach. Try and level this off a bit. Gotta fix it. This big white pipe that runs across here, this is Patrick's water line. Comes from the high mash over there, and it's got to be here. So eventually maybe we could bury it, but for now I'll just put some gravel over it, because I got a lot of stuff to pull up from here, and this is gonna be a real pain in the ass every time. I gotta take a break from doing that foundation. So I swore to the missus I'd get water flowing today to that sink. So let's get her hooked up. We're gonna do this real simple. Instead of plumbing into these taps down here, we're just gonna drill a hole right through the wall and put a garden hose faucet on here. Now I know that sounds super hillbilly, and it is, but this sink is not staying. And this whole kitchen here is temporary. Long term, we're gonna put just a little tiny wing on and have a kitchen out there with a bigger sink. So this is temporary, so hole right through here. You hear, Kelly? You want to pick where the hole's gonna go, my love? You want to pick where the hole's gonna go for the sink?
Yeah, I guess then right here is good, as long as she extends out enough so that it...
You can get a pot in there. We got the green light from the boss, let's drill it. Right in the middle. Of course, I got the classic problem, drill bit half the size of the pipe I want. So I'm going to have to drill a proper hillbilly hole here, which is multiple punches and won't be a circle. But that's alright, that's what silicone's for. My God. That's what you call a hillbilly hole for sure. That's what silicone's for, boys. You know. Alright, let's get her rigged up. The plan for this gravity feed water line is pretty simple. We're going to take this line we already had coming down the hill. We're going to run it right along the skirt of the house. 90 on the bottom, 90 on top, straight in that hole. This kitchen sink. Right here we'll put a three-way thingy in, three-way junction. Line that way, 90, around a turn. Another hole into the bathroom. And we'll put it right above the toilet so we'll fill the toilet bowl. Should be able to flush it all summer long, just like that. Should be nothing to it. Hillbilly paradise out here. This is the line that we use to fill the tote up there. I figure we'll run this right along, just on the outside for now. Don't even need to bury it. Maybe bury it right here, that's about it. Yeah. So I was planning to put a 90 down here, but with this natural curve, I don't really need to. Let's put an extension in up to here, 90, through that hole. Bobby's your uncle. I'll measure this in saw lengths. So if that one was there, like that, one saw, a handle and a couple fingers. Yeah, something like that. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Yeah. Spout in here and that was it. Water. Damn. That's a nice tap. That's a sweet ass looking tap. Oh. Yes. Nice. Okay. Let's plumb in the bathroom. Now I'm going to cut this main line right here, put it on a three-way, and run one down this way to the bathroom. Three-way junction. Ooh, I have just enough, man. Just enough. Okay, inside we go. All we got to do is put a fitting on the end in the bathroom and turn the water on. Should work. Last fitting, kitten. All that's left to do now is go up top of the hill, open up the tap on the water tote. See what happens. What do you think, Kelly?
I am really excited. I didn't think we'd have running water in here for a really long time. Send her, baby.
Okay, here we go. I don't see any leaks right here yet. It's good. Let's go try it, Rennie.
I heard it coming through the pipes.
You ready for the first turn?
Ready for the first turn. Wait, let me get the pot. Waste not, want not.
Good call, girl.
Great call. And she's running low, so this is the perfect test. Ready? Oh my God.
Wow, that's good flow.
That's amazing.
We should put a little tip on, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There you go, just like that. We are now a house with running water. We're just a sniff from being on the grid now, basically. Pretty sweet.
That's amazing.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
First time there's been running water in this house in Lord knows how long. It's great.
That's amazing. I can't wait to have this all the time.
Yep.
Yep. Do you want to maybe find a garden hose tip?
Damn it.
Just
Yeah, we don't have
don't have any more.
don't have the screw on tip. Yeah, I'll find something, yeah. There you go. Hell yeah.
That's great. Oh, I'm so excited. She'll do, buckaroo.
Well, if you want it shorter, just cut it.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Done. My work here is done. Oh no, I need tuck tape. I need to seal. I need to weather seal everything.
Get the old trusty out.
Got a knife?
The time has come to package up these sea glass necklaces and ship them up and get them out to you all. Oh, there's the man himself. He's testing out his new little carrying seat that he just cut up and made out of an old fish tub. I really like this fabric. I've used it for a couple different projects, and I'd love to use this as a little wrapping for all these necklaces. I think that would be nice. Handmade little gift bags. It's so amazing to think that we live in a day and age where we can all connect like this, and I can send a little piece of this island to you just from being online together. This is so cool. I want to say a huge thank you to you all for all of the love on the songs and the sea glass necklaces and all that we're doing out here.
Well folks, this is a different kind of Q&A today. We kind of ran out of time this week. We're doing a lot of stuff. We're currently on our way into town to mail off all Kelly's sea glass necklaces, run to Marystown and get a few supplies. And we figure we just take advantage of the time here in the boat to try and answer some questions. Now we don't have our notebook in front of us with all the questions, but between Kelly and I think we can remember enough questions to get it done.
One question that was asked was, what do we do for power and what are we doing long term?
Right now for power, we're just running off a small generator. We got like a 2,000 watt little Yamaha suitcase generator. Before that I was using just like Canadian Tire Champion generator, 2,000 watt for years, something like that at all my cabins. And that's enough to charge all the batteries, charge up a one deep cycle battery, so that we can keep all the cameras charged, charge up the laptops. Really, we don't need a whole lot of power out here. The biggest thing we need for power, really, other than the computers and cameras, would be the Starlink. That's not on all day, but when we want the Starlink, we got to turn on the generator. So, long term, the goal will be solar.
Another question we had got is, what kind of boots do we wear? Someone said that they get really cold feet, and I used to too. These are Dunlop winter boots. I don't know exactly what the name is, but...
Yeah, just Dunlop rubber boots. I mean, a lot of people don't like rubber boots. Around here, rubber boots are king. Oh yeah, Scout the Goat, yeah. Yeah,
Scout the Goat. So we saw so many requests for Scout the Goat, and we love Scout the Goat. But none of our goats right now feel like a Scout. Eventually, we're gonna get a buck, and maybe he will be the Scout. That kind of gives me Scout energy.
Yeah, or even just a big heifer, like just something that's, I don't know, a bit more, I don't know, you know, rough looking than these sweet little goats. These goats are too sweet to be a Scout. Let's get real.
They are.
Scout the Goat is going to be the mascot of this whole thing. Since we're here on the boat right now, it's a good time to talk about how we get to town and stuff in the distance. In this big boat here, from the house, it's about an hour, because we're going so slow. We're only traveling about 7 knots. In the speedboat, half hour. It's really not actually that far as the bird flies.
So somebody asked about food storage for the winter, and since this was my first winter off-grid, I had some trouble keeping things rotated and not freezing and going bad. So I learned a lot from that, and what we're going to do is build the pantry out better so that I have better racks for ventilation, and I can have baskets, and also with all of the gardening that we're going to do, I'm going to be canning items and canning soups and vegetables in order to preserve them for a longer time. Much better shelf life and no worries about things going bad. That's the way to go.
Long term, also, we should put in a root cellar. Behind the house right now, if you look closely, there's a divot in the ground. That's where the root cellar used to be back in the day. And we're planning to put that thing back in. Basically just dig a, you know, like a 4x5 pantry into the hill, cover it in dirt, and that'll be a natural fridge. Something we can touch on is what's our plans for the coming weeks. And we got lots of plans. A lot of it revolves around animals and gardens. It's spring of the year, we got to get everything up and running if we want to be able to have anything to show for come the fall. So we were planning to bring a few pigs out here and raise up, you know, a handful of pigs for the summer. We'll slaughter them in the fall. We're going to get some chickens out here soon for eggs, just a bunch of egg layers, maybe, you know, 10 egg layers. Maybe a few more goats, a couple more sheep, something like that. Sheep would be good, so we could harvest the sheep in the fall also and have some meat in the freezer. And then the gardens. Gardens are going to be a lot of work, and that's going to be mostly Kelly because I'm going to be busy up north. But there's going to be a whole lot of work with that, to put some gardens, some raised beds, running fencing, and just the day-to-day fun stuff that happens out here. That's pretty much it for questions, kind of blanking out. We forgot that pad of paper this morning, but that's it. Thanks to everyone again. All love and support every week. Love it. Love going through the comments, reading your stuff, and build more and more of a little community here each week. We really hope someone's watching this and getting some motivation for themselves out of it, because it really can be as easy as we make it look. It doesn't all gotta be perfect. You can cut the corners, you can just slap it together and make it work. And that don't go for just Homestead, that goes for everything. I would say it's better to slap it together than to not do it at all. That's just my personal opinion, but oh, you want to say something about they were about to ship your stuff off?
Oh yeah, and just a heads up to all the sea glass winners, I am shipping them off to you this morning. So that's where we're headed off to and sending them out with tips from them. Thank you all so much.
Love you all, and can't wait to see you back here next week.
Love you guys. See you Sunday. That's how we do it out here in Main Harbor, boys. Well, I'm here at the post office dropping off all your packages, and we've got some going to Maryland. We've got Newfoundland, we've got Tasmania, Australia, and Quebec. And another one somewhere. I can't remember where's that one too? Well, everyone's jewelry is sent off and accounted for, and I couldn't be more thrilled to be able to give these out to you guys. It means the world that you guys will get a piece of the island to wear on your neck and have us close by.